You never know who they might let in the door. We found them in here. Figured we might as well put them to work. This is In the Building. Live from the Slackers Sports Bar Studios. Here's Rudy Jay and Mike Taylor. Take it away, boys.
Yeah, it's time to do a deal. Can you hear me? We good? We solid?
As solid as we gonna get, MT.
You know what? And that's okay by me. I made a lot of C's and B minuses in school, and I was happy with that.
Yeah, man.
Oh. It's you, man. You ready for your big TV day?
Yes, last day of shooting. Be home tomorrow. Then, back to normal schedule for a little bit.
Cool. When do you go back out on the road after today?
Not until early May.
Okay. All right, man.
But that's like I said, once it's done, it'll be like all over. You know what I mean? It'll be like if I got forgotten about.
Yeah, but then they'll rehire you for something else, and that'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, budgets, you never know.
The exposure we're getting, the exposure that we stand to get from this show once it comes out, absolutely worth it. So today, we're rolling a little bit discombobulated. We are we really are live, right?
We're
live. For real. What's up?
It's Wednesday. It's 7:01 my time in Phoenix.
Dude, you look sharp for 7:01 in the morning. Welcome.
Yeah, I had to go get my, you and I, we like to go get our walk on our treadmill. I've been up since about 5, did my little treadmill walk. And because my body clock's it's 9 on my body. You know what I mean? So it's not early. Yeah.
Sure.
Us old men, we wake up early.
Right. No, I know. I get it. It's so all the data that I've read says that you really should try to sleep the same no matter where you are. It's hard when you're on vacation or you're traveling or what time zone you're in, but you really your body just wants to go to bed when it wants to go to bed and get up when it wants to get up. That's why I don't party like I used to. Or when I do, I try to do it during the day like at Slackers the other day and then still go to bed at the normal time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because my wife's out here with me. So that Sunday when we got here, we had a good time. But Monday and Tuesday, we're laying in the bed showing each other memes. So, we haven't done. I watched a shit ton of basketball. I probably watched more basketball this week than I have all season. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No distractions. You're just chilling in the hotel.
Yeah, I ain't got a 5-year-old in front of me talking about look at me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, your wife's
I'm ready to get back.
I'm glad that Anna got to go. She's been posting pictures of her little vacation.
Yeah. She just happened to be away from that little girl.
Sure, absolutely. I got 4. Love them very much. That's the reason why I always tried to leave them as much as I could and go out of town because I want to keep loving them. I need time away. Gotta have discipline.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Well, welcome in here, Thunderdome. It is in the building, and DJ LG's he's on vacation, literally.
But he's doing a staycation. He's staying in town. He just needed some time off. Yeah,
he's taking the next 3 days off, and he's taking Monday off too. Whatever he's decided to do wraps around into Monday. And so we got with us today a guy called Jose Bouet. Jose ran our
nice
show.
To see you guys.
What's up, Holmes?
What
Jose
up, big dog?
Ran our show on Saturday from Slackers. Jose runs the show that I do with Nina, Pickles for Dinner. And so when LG needed some time off, I did not hesitate to get Mr. Bouet in here. He was born in Venezuela.
What is Bouet? What kind of last name is that?
French. It's French.
Okay. So you're a French Venezuelan.
Yeah, French Venezuelan. My dad is part French, and I was born there. So shout out to Venezuela.
Oh, you were born in France?
No, I was born in Venezuela. No,
okay,
I wish.
Born in Venezuela. Okay.
Yeah,
so
but if I start
Venezuelan.
Yeah. If I start speaking Spanish though, the gig's up and look like the biggest white dude ever. I sound like it. So
the last name is what threw me off because it's a Jose, then a Bouet. Like, okay. Mom was like, "Yo, he's gonna have some of mine," and Pops is like, "He definitely gonna have some of mine. You're gonna represent both of us."
Yeah,
like you're like Tiger. You're a Cablination.
Exactly. I try to embody Tiger all the time, except for his driving, specifically not his driving.
No.
But
too soon. It's still too soon.
You mean in cars? Although his driving, his on-course driving is not awesome either anymore. So wait a minute. Is your dad from France or is he from Venezuela too? He just happens to be French descendant.
Oh,
I think so. I don't ask my parents many questions because I don't talk to my parents often. I guess I don't know. I don't ask my parents.
Oh,
questions.
I didn't mean to open up something.
No, Mike. We talk about it on Pickles for Dinner, so let's get into it. Obviously, but no, my dad was a military and he lived in France for a long time.
Oh, okay.
and I think his part of his family's French, so I think that's what did it. But I don't honestly have no fucking idea, to be honest. So
real hot Venezuelan girl, and he got her, and then they had you.
Yeah. But I was clearly the mistake. My brother and sister are 15 years older than me. So yeah, no, I was clearly the mistake.
Oh yeah, you're a mistake.
I'm a strong swimmer though. I had to get pumped through. That's what that was.
You were the baby, and your mom and dad were the ones. They were going to Phoenix when you were 5, just to get away from you.
Exactly.
Sure. Free vacation. Yes. No children. Bingo.
No,
that was
100%. I moved out recently, and they're probably just thrilled. They have all this free time. I don't know what they're going to do with themselves. I told you this, Mike, but my going away present for my parents, since I was moving out, I got them 2 parrots. So they could have some kind of noise in the house. And I went back the other day, and they've transitioned from in the house to now outside of the house because they're very annoying.
That's not a great gift, Jose. I'm sorry. You seem like a really good dude, but that's not a great gift, bro.
Rudy, here's what we're going to cover about Jose this week and then Monday. He is a really good dude, and I like him. He's weird as fuck. He's a weird kid, which I like. See,
that's true.
I get along better with people, my inner circle, all my life. The people that have come in and out of my inner circle or stayed have all had one thing in common. They were kind of weird. I guess that says something about me, And he's
that means you're weird and you don't know it.
Sure. Jose's the kind of guy who gives parrots as a gift to his parents. Yeah. I mean, who does that?
Yeah, we could talk about my peeing as well, but that should be,
Let's save it. Let's not run off our audience right away because I know what he's talking about. So for you Thunderdomers watching today that don't watch Pickles and don't know much about Jose, you'll get to know him a little bit. You'll also get to know that he is fun to work with because he's not like LG from the standpoint of he's not pissed off and in a bad mood every goddamn day. Jose's very chill, rolls with the punches, doesn't throw a fit over every little detail, and he's going to live a lot longer than Lawrence too. LG's going to drop dead at 62. Jose's going to live to 92 because he doesn't have all that pent up inside him because he's not pissed off all the time. So it's going to be a pleasant few days without Lawrence.
It only took you 7 minutes and 50 seconds to throw LG under the bus.
Shout out to LG.
He's a curmudgeon. Shout out to LG on his staycation. All right, let's get into it. We got breaking news, actually. I was ready. We're going to get into the NBA.
What's the breaking news? What happened?
Rudy texted me something that warmed my heart about Luka Doncic that I want to get into here in a minute.
Yeah, I'll save that for Orlando. Let's save that.
All right,
for
fine.
Yeah,
save it for us. Oh, okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you
okay.
feel me? We'll do that.
We'll do that. Yeah, we'll save it for Orlando. Okay, very good. We do have breaking news. So this has now been confirmed. Well, Pete Thamel had this first, the longtime NCAA college football writer.
Right.
But the most credible news source in America now has it too, TMZ, so it's legit.
Okay.
Doom, doom, doom. Reggie Bush.
Oh, no way.
He's going to get his Heisman Trophy back.
Awesome.
The old dinosaurs that put tradition over reality have finally decided in the face of the entire universe that cares about this topic that has called the Heisman organization out. They have decided to take a knee, and Reggie Bush is going to get his Heisman Trophy back. It was stripped by the NCAA in 2010. The Heisman, obviously, the Heisman people, in their defense, the NCAA kind of made them take his trophy from him. We all know what bullshit it was. He never should have had it taken. I know that his parents got a house, but to strip the kid from his trophy was bullshit. And so Reggie's going to get his trophy back. He's already tweeted about it today. He's pretty hyped. So good for Reggie Bush, man. It's about time.
Well, it was, once we saw the Johnny Netflix documentary and, him getting over and making money. And Johnny even himself was like, yo, that's my, I'm not going back to the Heisman ceremony until they put Reggie back. Reggie doing a lot of TV and stuff now, but Reggie does a lot of golf content that I enjoy. Plays a lot of golf, does a lot of golf content, but happy for Reggie. He deserves it back, man.
He does.
It's almost like the people that are locked up for weed right now. You know what I mean? Like Reggie was locked up for some shit that was, whatever, not literally locked up, but you get where I'm coming from. And now, like, yo, y'all took my Heisman, and these dudes were making $1 million a year. Are you kidding? So a lot of weed people need to be let out, and Reggie deserves his Heisman back. Yeah, good for Reggie, and good for the NCAA and the Heisman, whoever did this shit.
Right, and good on Manziel, by the way. Manziel, he basically like, look, might as well just take my trophy. Take my trophy. I did. I literally was hustling for money. Literally, Reggie his parents got hooked up with a place to live. I took the money and blew it on bitches and booze and blow. The 3 B's.
Bitches, booze, and blow.
Yes, right. Reggie's just trying to help his family. So good on Reggie Bush. Here's what's ironic, though. He shouldn't have won that Heisman Trophy.
Don't start this, Mike.
Vince Young.
We don't have enough. We don't have enough time to do this. We don't have enough time to do this, Mike. Saying. Don't go down that rabbit hole.
Okay, I'm happy as a Texan, as a Longhorn fan. I'm happy for Reggie Bush, but I just had to get that caveat at the end. ... He's getting that trophy back that VY should have won.
Fair.
We all know who won that. We all know who won the Natty that year, so it's fine. It's fine. Fair. I like Reggie Bush.
Fair. Look, see, do hoot. Look, see, you got everybody started. Now all the comments are rolling in. Vince Young should have won. Vince Young should have won. See? Well, that's why I said, well, don't do this.
He did get robbed. I'm just mentioning it. We can move on. The chatters can chat about it all they want. I'm just mentioning that. And I'm no matter whether he should have won it or not, or he deserved it or not, he did not deserve to have it stripped. And thank God it's going back to him in this new world we live in which everybody's getting paid now for doing all kinds of the shit that all this kid did was let his parents get taken care of. Who wouldn't do that? Have a chance to have your mama busted her ass raising you, and you have an opportunity to do right by her, you're going to do that, and for the way they treated Bush, they made an example out of him, which was bullshit. All right. Opening breaking news today brought to you by Jesus Roofing and Construction. It is in the building here in the Slacker studio. If you are in need of a roofer, there's our dudes, our new roofing company. Check these people out. It is GC Roofing and Construction. Shout out to a guy called Russ. That's all you need to know.
What up,
my
Russ?
Guy Russ.
He's a classmate of mine.
Good dude. Yeah, he was a classmate of yours.
Yeah, we went to
Yeah, he was a big-time basketball player back in high school. Yeah. Hit him up, 210-347-0426. 15-plus years of experience in business in this town. They have the expertise you need if you need a residential roofing, commercial roofing, whether you need a residential or a commercial. It is smart to choose GC Roofing. Go to their website and look at all the things they do, but just know that they're a Thunderdome's roofer, and that's good enough to look at their stuff right there just because of that. It is gcservicesroofing.com, gcservicesroofing.com. All right. We'll make the NBA segment our Orlando Kell segment, since I think I know who you want to punch. So last night, we get the Timberwolves going up 2-0 on Phoenix. We get the Pacers evening the series with Milwaukee by winning a road game, going back to Indiana now. Milwaukee's in trouble. You were right. I thought Doc could get that thing turned around. It looks like I might have been wrong. Series ain't over, but we'll see. Giannis is banged up too. And then Dallas last night, with Kawhi Leonard back on the floor, the Mavericks played like dog crap in game 1 and got run off the floor by LA with no Kawhi. Mm-hmm. Kawhi returns last night, and they couldn't play worth the shit. And Dallas played pretty good on both ends of the floor, and they even up the series with a hard fart victory for the Mavericks, which leads us into the punch of the day. And for more, live from Phoenix, Arizona, with a fly-ass shirt on, this is going to make me happy. It is Rudy J.
Yeah, man, look. all these NBA guys, I'm talking, you go back to Tim, AI, Kobe, they all want fouls. They never fouled anybody, and they get fouled every time they touch the ball.
That's correct.
Now, Luka is a bad mother father. He can play, right? He can play. Like he closed that thing down last night. Closed it down. Took a couple big threes, couple big shots. But the level of ass whip it is watching him bitch and moan the entire game. It's a different type of bitching that Luka does. And it's all game long. And he even got teed up last night for yelling and one. And then these could be yelling from the bench. What? I can't say and one anymore. Punch Luka, man. Look, he's a cold-blooded dude, but he's a pain in the ass douchebag. Yeah. His douchebag levels, I don't know if it's because of I don't know what it is. I mean, and he's got to remember, in the grand scheme of things, by what we hold people, the standard we hold superstars to, we've done nothing in this league. Nothing. Because they have him in the superstar category. They have him as a top 3, top 5 player in the league. So that means you got to win. So that means you haven't done shit because you haven't won anything. You haven't done enough to act how he acts. And it's part of it, it's Mark Cuban's fault. When the dude hasn't even been to a final and Mark Cuban's telling you that you're better than Dirk.
That's what they do.
I would, if I was 24, 25 and you told me I was better than the franchise, I'd probably act like an asshole too, Mike. Punch Luka, man. It's fun to watch / tough to watch. Does that make sense?
Yes. You wouldn't be an asshole like that. You are the franchise of this team.
Yeah, but see, I'm 40. First of all, I'm not, but I'm 46. I know how to handle life better. 24, that's a lot of it's Cuban's fault, but again, it's a tough watch. And that sucks because he can really, really play basketball really, really well. But
yeah.
Nah, fuck that. He got to get punched in the jejunum.
That's 2 of the most dysfunctional organizations in pro ball last night playing each other.
Oh, Dallas and the Clippers
and the Mavs, you know. And so it's the D-bag factor in that series is of the highest order. I mean, just you put both those rosters on, you just stand them, all those dudes, you stand them in a long line, and you can just smell that emanating off of them.
Yeah.
You just can't. And he fits so great in that city. I know you like Dallas. I like to visit Dallas, but I could never live there.
I like
because
Dallas
of the
a lot.
Pretentiousness of that town.
Yeah.
I'd have to run it. I run in small circles anyway. If all of a sudden I was living in the heart of downtown Dallas, I would really have to find a small circle of buddies. Because you start really getting into that city, you realize there's a Luka Doncic on every block in that fucking city. So he fits in great there. And it's just so typical Dallas too. And I learned this. I learned that when I first came to this city and got to be acquainted with our town and realized just how different our town is just from an attitude standpoint and how we look at things and the values we have. And keep in mind, I'm not from Dallas. I'm from Fort Worth. I just spent a lot of time in Dallas.
There's a difference.
Fort Worth reminds me of San Antonio a lot. Dallas is a town where, oh my God, we've won a couple of games in a row. Oh, this guy's going to go to the Hall of Fame. Oh, Micah Parsons is definitely the next Lawrence Taylor, no doubt, because he had a couple of sacks in September in his rookie season. He's amazing. Yeah. That's the kind of shit they do up there. The overreaction that they do up there is unlike anything I've ever seen with their own people.
All I'll say is I hope your dad and brother don't watch this episode. I don't want them mad at me.
Oh, they know how it is.
My brother, I know they love them some Luka.
They do. They're ready to build a statue. They're also on the he's better than Dirk train already. Motherfucker needs to get to one finals.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Dude, it's crazy. Although it's funny you mentioned my dad. So my dad, my parents, my dad and my stepmama and my brother, he went with them. They're in Maui. No, they're in Kauai. They're in Kauai, ironically. Not named after Kawhi Leonard. They're on the island of Kauai, one of the islands of Hawaii. So they're actually in Hawaii. They're asleep right now. But when they get up here in a few hours in Hawaii, and no doubt my brother will turn this shit on, and I'm sure I'll send you as soon as I get texted. I know I will.
Send me the screenshot.
I'll send it to you.
Who you want to punch? You get Orlando
my
back
punch
up there,
today.
Jose.
I want to punch. I want to punch in. I know Jose saw this. Jose is a massive baseball nut. I want to punch the veteran umpire Hunter Wendelstedt. So I don't know if you saw this.
Oh my God!
You see what he did?
Come on, man. That was the biggest load of crap I've seen in a long. Dude, go ahead, break it down for those that now that I know everybody didn't see this.
Yeah, this is 2 or 3 days ago. He's calling a Yankees game.
Yeah.
And Aaron Boone, the manager of the Yankees, is giving him a little bit of shit from the dugout. But it's whatever. Wendelstedt's like, all right, cool it. And Aaron cooled it, whatever. Managers chirp all fucking game. And it's almost part of their job, to let their guys know that I've got your back with these damn umpires. So, but Aaron wasn't saying a word at the time. A fan that was sitting down behind the Yankee dugout was also giving Hunter Wendelstedt some shit. Wendelstedt ran Aaron Boone, ejected him from the game. And Aaron's like, what? He runs out there to make his case. There was so much confusion.
Well, the thing is, he had told Aaron, one more thing and you're gone.
Right.
And so then he turns his back, doesn't even see who says the shit. And,
right.
On the ESPN, you can see they highlighted the fan that said something. Ump turns around, tosses Aaron, and Aaron's like, I swear, Aaron, you know how when you're explaining something to somebody, you're like, I swear to God, I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
Aaron
Mom, I promise.
Aaron is pleading. But no, that umpire should be suspended.
He should.
And then not only that, come to the press conference, Mike, and be like, well, maybe Aaron didn't say it. That's the narrative he's rolling with, but he's the manager of that team, so he had to go. I got to go because of the fans?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
It's bullshit.
Yeah, he was wrong. He should apologize. Say, look, I thought it was Boone.
Apologize, dude.
It was a fan. I was wrong. I didn't. I'd already given him a warning, and I understand. Look, you'd already given him a warning, and so you're already thinking about this about him, and you hear something you think it's him. At least admit, hey, I fucked that up. Right. I thought it was Aaron. My bad, and that's it.
And it's all done.
Defiant, all proud, prideful, and all this kind of shit. It's bullshit. All right,
yeah, punch him.
All right, go Rangers and Astros.
Don't punch your spouse. Call Orlando Kell.
Yeah, right. Don't punch your old lady because you're not going to win in court.
You're not going to win.
It don't matter what a see you next Tuesday she is. It does not matter that she's using the kids as pawn. It don't matter if she's banging your dad.
Damn.
I know that's bad. Okay, it don't matter if she's cheating on you with a coworker.
Okay,
does that sound better?
Good Lord.
It don't matter. Once you put your hands on her, a judge is done with you.
Right.
Do not do that. Do not let that woman mess you up. Go get some representation that'll get you through this. If you are in need of a family lawyer, our guy is the great Orlando Kell, San Antonio based, El Paso born, UT Law, San Antonio resident, family man, lawyer, our guy. He's Orlando Kell. You can call him at 210-775-4995 or hit him up directly on email. OrlandoKellLaw@gmail.com. OrlandoKellLaw@gmail.com. All right. What else today? Caitlyn Clark's she getting paid. And people are still bitching. Saying that's not enough money.
Because she $28 million over 8 years.
28. That's amazing.
But this
for a
thing.
WNBA player. It's awesome.
It is. I mean, people are comparing it to Zion. Zion comes out of college, gets $90 million. Like, I don't make the rules, Mike. 28 million. Trust me, there's other women in the WNBA that would give their right arm for 28 million from Nike. So I'm just basing it on that level. You know what I mean? I'm just basing it on that level.
Well, at least now she can make an
for a WNBA
Well, at
player.
least now she can play in the WNBA. What are they paying her rookie season? Like $78,000 next year? Oh,
dude, I think her first 3 years she won't touch 80. She won't touch more than $80,000 a year on her WNBA contract.
She ought to just donate it to charity or something,
dude.
She get $28 million from Nike.
Yeah, now she's getting about 3.5 from Nike. Plus, dude, she's gonna get Chase, Capital One.
Oh,
you know what I mean? She's
fine.
not gonna have to go to Russia if she don't want to.
No, she's never going to Russia unless she just turns communist.
Yeah, she don't have to go to Russia.
She supports Putin. I guess Ice Cube's upset about that though, because there's no way she's gonna go play gimmick 3-on-3 summer league with a bunch of washed up old veteran dudes for $5 million when she just got 28 from Nike. So that's out.
And you know, it's a no-win situation for her. Those dudes don't play any defense, but if Caitlyn Clark showed up, they'd be trying to clamp her, and it wouldn't end well. And it's a no-win situation for her. It'd be stupid. Like, all money ain't good money, especially when you're making millions off the court anyway. There's no reason for her to go play with the bunch. Ask Michelle Wee how that turned out. Remember when Michelle Wee's dad was putting her in PGA tournaments and she was getting her ass handed to her? And then you had douchebag guys sitting around. See, I told you. Like, no shit, dumbass.
I know.
Yeah, so it would never end well. So it's smart of her to not go to the damn big three. Anyway,
let's get something clear here. I bring a moderate American's approach to my sports talk.
What do you mean?
What I mean is I'm not the over left woke. Oh, she should be getting 90 million like Zion did. No, she should not.
No, she shouldn't. I hate to say that, but she shouldn't.
However, I'm not the other side of the fence where she got a pair of tatas. She shouldn't be getting nothing. Who gives a shit about the WNBA? I ain't buying nothing. I'm not that either. The moderate man's approach to this topic is I am absolutely in favor of women being paid just as much as men.
And
if
what?
they're putting forth, if it's equal production on the same playing field. Caitlyn Clark should go to the NBA. Then she can get 90 from Nike. She's in the WNBA. There is a difference. And she's going to get a massive bag. She's probably going to make more in endorsements in her career than every other player in that league combined. Right. Not even close.
Right.
So good on her. That's a fair deal. I'm for equal pay, but that's not an equal league. The WNBA is not the NBA.
And think about it. NHL hockey players, while they make good money, they make great living. When you just talk about, they ain't making Zion Williamson money. They're getting 10-year deals, $50 million, because their business model, because their damn playoff games are on pay-per-view, which I'm exaggerating, but you get where I'm coming from.
Right.
It's different. Anyway, let's move on.
The great Bill Burr. So was it Bill Burr's bit? God, this is Bill Burr, not me. I thought it's funny, though. He's like, you know why men making – I read somewhere where – I'm trying to use that Boston accent. I read somewhere where men make $1.50 more on the average for the same job as women. You know why we men deserve that extra $1.50? And do you know why that is? Because if we're laying in bed in the middle of the night and somebody breaks in, I'm the motherfucker that has to go take care of it. Not you, me. If we're on a cruise ship and it starts to sink, guess who? Women and children go to the dinghy. I'm standing here. My ass is drowning. That's why I make $1.50 more an hour. It's hilarious. People get so pissed at him.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's some truth in comedy.
I mean, that's why it's funny, because it's all rooted in the truth. All right. There ain't nothing funny about this story that came down last night. I don't know if you saw this. This is a local story. Did you hear about? Didn't you go to Roosevelt? You did go to Roosevelt.
So my wife was telling me about this teacher diddling story about Roosevelt. I hid my head in the sand, but go ahead.
All right. So we don't normally cover when men do this. That's disgusting and gross, and they should be fucking castrated. We only cover it when it's called the female Texas teacher diddling.
Now that's double standard.
It's hot. What can I tell you?
No, go ahead.
So we have a scenario where this is a man, but what makes this newsworthy is not only is he a football coach, he is part of that McCown family. Those McCowns. He's got 3 uncles who played in the NFL. Now, Owen McCown just transferred from Colorado to UTSA. Owen is in a battle with Eddie Lee Marburger to start at quarterback next year for Jeff Traylor over at UTSA.
Right.
I don't know if – so is this kid – he's 27 years old. Is he the brother of Owen McCown, the quarterback at UTSA, or a cousin? He's in the family, though. This dude's name is Andrew McCown. He's 27. He taught algebra at Roosevelt, and he was on the football staff. Got busted for having a relationship with a 17-year-old student. He's 27. He just waited 6 months for her to graduate. This wouldn't have been a problem.
But see, Mike,
that's
in Massachusetts and Alabama. In Massachusetts, Alabama is 16.
Well, it's 17 in Texas, but you're not allowed to have sex with your students. That's correct.
I thought Texas was 18.
No, we're 17. I think Kentucky's. If you feel like it.
God damn, the South is so strange, man. I love the South, but it's sometimes some shit makes me scratch my head. Like
you don't.
So you're a legally consenting adult at 16 in Alabama.
Be treading on me. Don't. Well, to be fair, the average life expectancy in Alabama is about 58. So they might as well get started early.
Yeah. Oh, so he can't go to jail.
He can go to jail.
But I thought 17 was consensual.
Well,
I thought that was legal age.
Well, that's the difference.
But it's a felony if you're a teacher.
Correct. Well, but he's not looking at it. He's not looking at like 10 years in TDC. He'll never teach again. He'll never coach again unless Jeff hires him on the UTSA staff. But I don't believe he certainly won't teach ever again in the state of Texas. What you do is you now have a record. He's probably going to get probation. He may do. I mean, he got arrested. He was locked up last night. He was he did the perp walk and the whole bit. And so he still may get some time. But if she were like 14, and I don't know why. I don't know the law. I don't know, but it's the state of Texas does. It leaves room for it. It depends on the difference, the age of the victim. We talking about a 13-year-old seventh grader. This some bitch is going to TDC for a minute.
Right.
But she's 17. She's 17, so I don't think he's going to get sent to TDC. But his name is sullied.
But his life, yeah, you fuck, because now I think, you got to that's not going to end well. But this is the thing with these men and women. Someone is going to find out. They're kids. They're not keeping that a secret.
No.
I promise you. Somebody's going to find out every time. I know, every situation you see, just don't tell anyone. Dude, first of all, the guys, especially the young boys, they're telling every dude in sight. Females are a little bit more mature. So you kind of thinking like, oh, well, she knows what's at risk. But I mean, as parents, a lot of parents go through their teenagers' phones. You know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you find a sexual conversation, you wondering who the hell this is. So even if they don't tell anyone, someone's going to find out, bro.
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's just not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. And it's weird.
Probably pissed. I think the reason why Owen McCown is at UTSA is because of Jeff. And I don't know. I'm just, you and me were just spitballing. I can only assume that the only reason why Andrew McCown was even teaching here in town is because his brother or whatever Owen is to him is here. Jeff's here. Jeff's tight with those McCowns. We have McCowns that watch our show every day. So, and I'm not trying to be offensive, but we got to tell the story the way we do. It is highly unfortunate. One of the McCowns is a member of this show. Highly unfortunate. I'm sure Jeff's pissed and embarrassed because he grew up with those McCowns. Jeff's first head coaching job was in Jacksonville up in East Texas, where these McCowns are all from.
It was a Kilgore, right? Or Gilmer?
Jacksonville? No, Jacksonville. No, Jeff's first job was Jacksonville. Then he went to Gilmer later on.
Okay, got you.
His first when he first started coaching, even as an assistant, he was at Jacksonville, which is near Tyler, and those McCowns have put Jacksonville on the map, because the hell 2 or 3 of them have played in the league, and all of them quarterbacks too. So it's a damn shame. It's ridiculous. You think this guy? I mean, is there 27? Okay, let me ask you. Do you think it's weird for a 28-year-old to be with an 18-year-old?
Yeah,
it's weird, but
I do. Look,
it's acceptable.
Everybody always says, well, 38 and 28. Well, she's a different woman at 28 than she is at 18.
Right.
So yeah,
But
28 and 18, even if it's legal, it's, for me, in my humble opinion, it's strange. 28 and 18 is a little strange, but then there's some places where it's not. It's no big deal. It just depends on the culture you come from.
Right. And he why couldn't he wait a year, 6 months, you know? But I always think that maybe that's what makes it hotter or something, because it's not legal. It's the high of getting away with something in secret. I think that might be better than the sex, honestly. Seriously. I think that's why a lot of these idiot teachers go ahead and do this. These women that we cover, having sex with a senior. You about to graduate in May.
But see, the thing is, when it's a man, you goddamn creep. When it's a woman, I didn't have hot teachers like that. You know what I mean? Like,
well, sure.
That's but again, women, it's so many double standards. That's our one we got to accept as men. As men, you're a fucking weirdo. That's and right. If there's a woman, you're like, good job, son.
That's correct. That's how it is. I don't make the rules.
Just don't tell your mom.
I only follow. All right, it's in the building inside the Slacker studio. All right, we had a very successful big remote on 420.
Got a call from one of the big dogs yesterday about how successful it was.
Break the news. Tell them what we're doing.
So we're going to do Cinco de Mayo at Slackers Thousand Oaks.
Wonderful.
It's an outside event, so we'll probably broadcast live from outside the Slackers at the Thousand Oaks location. Used to be the old Sherlock's. Mm-hmm. So they took it over, made it way more nicer, shrunk it down a little bit, but made it much nicer. So they thought it sounded so great, looked so great, thought we brought out such a good amount of people. They said, let's run it back. Again, if it was terrible, we wouldn't be getting called back a week later to come out for their next huge event, which is their Cinco de Mayo event. So clearly it wasn't the worst thing we've ever done. And it sounded just fine. And we did exactly what we always do because we're the best host in South Texas. So we'll be back at Slackers, Thousand Oaks, Cinco de Mayo, doing what we do, being men of the people and putting on a great show. So thank you to Slackers. Looking forward to it.
Couldn't agree more.
As our studio sponsor, and once a month, maybe we'll be out there. And we're already going back. It's what, 2-3 weeks? Come on, man. So it wasn't that bad.
LG's in here. What time is that remote? What do you care? You're not going to run it.
Is he in there? I don't know. I had to ask him. I got to ask Frank. He never.
We'll figure
LG,
that out.
That's a good question, LG. He didn't say what time. Yeah, maybe it's the same. What did we do last time? 3 to 5.
Yeah, depends on them.
It might be hot.
I'll let y'all know.
But yeah, I'll let you know it's ASAP, LG.
Cool. We may have to. I get waiting until. You want to wait until like Thursday or Friday of that week to pick the time, because you got to see what the weather's looking like.
Great point.
Because if like on Friday night, they're calling for big ass thunderstorms Sunday morning, maybe we wait till later in the day, or vice versa. We do an earlier show because maybe weather's coming. Let's wait and figure out. Well, it's up to Slackers. We'll show up when they want us to, but since we're going to be outside, let's wait till about that Thursday to figure out the time for sure.
And it may. And we'll talk to Frank about this, and we're producing on air.
That's all right.
But keep in mind, we have the gala that night for the tournament that's already been paid for.
We can multitask. We're good at it.
Yeah, we're gonna multitask. So this ain't no hobby.
No, look how we're doing now. Look at the shit we're doing today. This is multitasking at its finest. All right, next segment brought to you by Texas Tier Liquor, the official liquor store in the building.
Liquor store.
You were traveling and working all day, and I don't know if you caught anything, but it's not worth it. I don't want to play any of it. It's stupid. But Jerry and Stephen Jones had their pre-draft press conference yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm a reporter, here's my report. Yesterday, we got a nothing but bullshit and tap dance press conference from the Cowboys before the draft. In other news, yes, dude, that pre-draft press conference yesterday was essentially telling our fans, hey, I know I'm worth $10 billion, but we got a salary cap and we fucked it up. We ain't got no money. Go Cowboys. That's basically the message was, we're broke. We have no money. We are not bringing in anybody new. We're barely going to have enough money to sign our draft picks.
I don't believe that.
So this is our team.
That's bullshit. As I look around and I look at rosters, they're not the only roster paying a bunch of people. And that, again, you haven't paid Micah. Like, you haven't paid CD.
Nope.
You're not broke. You just feel like, oh, no, this is what we doing. Like, don't piss on me and tell me it's raining. You're not broke. And the salary cap can be manipulated. They manipulated it in the past. They're just choosing not to. And because they're taking so much heat for it, they come on national television and saying, oh, we just don't have it, because they're getting destroyed for it. And even the quarterback that they defended nauseum is even like, I love being here, but I don't know what's going on. That's none of my business. Which in translation, he was like, I don't know what the fuck we're doing. So
right.
They're lying to it. I mean, Jerry's lied to us with a straight face before. Like, you can find the money, dude. The cap goes up every year and it can be manipulated, and you can get rid of a lot of dead weight. Again, who should be safe on that team that just got their ass kicked by Green Bay? Nobody. But nobody should be safe. So you can find the money. That's bullshit.
I agree, but they are so scared to bring in new guys. They're scared to get rid of big names. They've been scared for 20 years. They were scared of Zeke. They were scared of Romo. Jerry Jones damn near had to go to the hospital and get anxiety treatment medicine when he let DeMarcus Ware go to Denver.
Oh yeah, and then he went one ring. Yeah.
They're afraid of the unknown. Sure, Jerry's not something. Maybe at one point 50 years ago, he was this big balls having wildcat and oil man taking risk and stuff. Mm-hmm. Jerry loves to tell the story of how he got his credit card cut up when he tried to rent a car one time in the early 80s, and his credit was so shitty they took his card and they cut it right through on the spot. He loved to tell that story. And then 4 years later, I bought the Cowboy. He was rich, then went broke, and then got rich again and bought the Cowboy.
Right.
So that guy is long gone, and all that's left is this shriveled up 81-year-old ussy with a P. That man is afraid of the unknown. This goes back to the of all the things you've said since you and I have been working together for these 4 months. My favorite thing you've said was the most simplest, and that is, you said something the other day where all these teams always got to say, well, we have to do this. We ain't have to do nothing. You don't have to re-sign CeeDee Lamb. You don't have to give Micah Parsons a long-term deal. He is not Dick Butkus. You don't have to do shit. We get so enamored with our own guys, and we get into our own little Cowboys bubble that we overvalue these people. We talking about the NFL. You don't have Micah's a great player.
Yeah,
until he wears out in December and doesn't do anything in January, which is 3 years in a row now. But he's a good football player. You don't have to sign anybody. The only way to win titles in the NFL is to be ruthless with these people. It's not personal. We have a salary cap. There's 55 of y'all. Y'all are just employees.
Right.
It's not personal. It's like Billy Beane, like the movie about Billy Beane, the longtime Oakland A's general manager.
Love that movie, Moneyball.
Would you rather get one to the head? You're cut. Janice will have the paperwork for you. Good luck. That's it. Or do you want to get stabbed 25 times and bleed out? The Cowboys prefer that. They're scared. You have to be ruthless with the. It's just it's a league for mercenaries, and they're scared all the time. The reason why they don't think they have any money is because they're going to pay Micah, and they're going to extend
CD
and they're going to pay CD. The roster they currently have is the one they're going to roll with this season. They might not win 5 games. They suck.
I think they win 10. Because they're a good. The reason why I say that is because they're a really good regular season team. They're a really good regular season team. Like, you won 36 games in 3 years, so they'll find a way to win 10 games. But they ain't winning. They ain't going to no NFC Championship game. They ain't going to no Super Bowl.
If I had to pick right now, I would say 7-10 at best. If I had to pick right now, and it says something also about the NFL. And this is the biggest thing that frustrates me. is that we have a franchise here that is the most valuable franchise on earth. More valuable than Man United, the Yankees, the Lakers, Real Madrid.
Which is crazy. It's crazy when you think about the football teams / soccer teams. But yeah, go ahead.
They do what they want when they want with the money that they make. That's called capitalism. But in this communist-ass NFL, where we have a salary cap and we reward shitty play by giving you a good draft pick, it's set up. We're set up to where if you have dumbasses running your team like the Cowboys do, you get stuck with no left tackle, no center, overpaying running backs, hanging on too long to quarterbacks that have already showed you they're not the guy because we got a salary cap. So you throw in a salary cap with a bunch of idiots and you get the Dallas Cowboys. Even though they're worth $10 billion, they ain't got $10 under the salary cap right now. So that $10 billion don't do anybody any good except them damn Joneses. I would much rather have some crazy-ass Middle Eastern Turkish pasha running my soccer team who's threatening to cut people's heads off if we don't win the World Cup than the damn Jones knuckle draggers. God, I'm sick of them. That press conference was – I didn't watch it all, but it was basically what I thought it was going to be. Well, we just don't have the money. We've got Micah. We love him. We got CD. We're going to win the Super Bowl. We got to keep swinging. No. The definition of idiocy, or I'm not sure what the right word is, but the definition of mediocrity is repeating the same failed behaviors over and over and over, and they have mastered the plan. Mastered it, I say. All right, that makes me want to drink. I start drinking early today, and if I do, you know where I'll go. Texas
Cheer Liquor, baby.
Official liquor store. There are 7 all in this area. There's one up in Bernie and 6 in the greater San Anto area. Go in there. Anything you purchase, whether it's 1 6-pack or a keg for a wedding, and all things in between, at Texas Cheer Liquor, all purchases are 5% off the total bill when you say in the building. Mention Rudy or Taylor or the podcast guys in the building. They know what you're talking about, and you'll get hooked up with a 5% discount when you mention in the building at all Texas Cheer Liquors.
And don't forget, that's a busy, busy weekend for us. That May the 4th be with you. We're going to be doing an appearance out of one of the Texas Cheer Liquors. Want to say it's 8. Texas Cheer Liquor number 8. AD, when you see this, I'll text AD today. But just making an appearance. We won't be doing a remote. But so May the 4th, Texas Cheer Liquor. May Cinco de Mayo. Slackers, and then the NFL Super Bowl golf tournament, May the 6th. So busy weekend for us.
Big Easy motivates right there with me on this Cowboy bullshit. That's what I've said since the Packers game. Open up the quarterback spot. Have Lance compete with Dak for the job. But they won't because they're scared of Dak. We talking about the Cowboys.
Well,
they ain't going to do it.
Jerry said they don't have to draft one because of Trey Lance.
Well, then let Trey Lance try to beat Dak out in the summer. He probably won't, but at least you send a message to not just Dak, but everybody in the organization. We're trying to put the best players on the field, period, that are going to give us the best chance to win. That goes from quarterback to the backup snapper. So no one's job should be safe, especially after the Green Bay shit. I would have Trey Lance. I would open up the position, and if Dak gets butthurt and can't handle that, then we know he ain't the guy. Even though we already know he ain't the guy, we really know he ain't the guy at that point.
Yeah, for sure.
Open up the damn job. They won't. I said this after the Romo playoff game when he bobbled the snap, and they lost the Seattle game.
Yeah,
I questioned his mental strength, and called for the Cowboys to open up the job. Then. It's like he's been here for a season. What has he done he doesn't deserve a lifetime guaranteed deal. Bring in somebody else and let him compete with Romo in the offseason and in the summer. And if he beats him out, great. But you're just still trying to field the best people at all times.
Right.
But they don't do that because they were afraid of it. They were scared of Romo. They were scared of Zeke. They're scared of CD. They're scared of Mike, and they're damn sure scared of Dak. And they love Dak because he's loyal. And he's loyal because they give his ass $150 million over the last 4 years. That's why he's loyal. I loved his answer the other. I loved Dak's answer the other day, though, and you and I talked about this Saturday.
Yeah, me too.
Do you have a fear that you won't be here? Nope, I don't fear not being anywhere. I don't fear being here. I don't fear being somewhere else. I love that answer. It was great, but you just don't have what it takes to win a bunch of playoff games. Period.
No.
That's okay. Not everybody
when
can.
when the lights get brightest, it tends to fold, man. It's unfortunate.
That's
unfortunate. He's talented.
I know. All right. What else today? The NBA released its anonymous players poll.
Oh, you saw this?
See what? Yeah, let's get into that minute.
Did you see your GOAT? Great fourth quarter. Then the biggest shot of the game, wide ass open. Brick. Then doesn't stay on Jamal Murray, lets him switch to AD. Game, set, match. 10 games in a row they've lost to the Denver Nuggets.
Last I checked, the Nuggets were the champions of the world. Think they still. Let me check Google, make sure they still are. Hey Siri.
They are.
Who won the NBA championship last season?
Here are the results from the NBA Finals between the 1st of June, 2023 and the 12th of June, 2020.
Oh, look at that. It says Denver beat the shit out of the Miami Heat in 5 games. Okay.
Oh.
Hey, Siri. Who won the MVP of the NBA last year?
Nikola Jokic won back-to-back MVP awards in 2020.
Jokic.
There you go.
He plays for Denver.
There you go.
Okay. Hey, Siri.
Uh-huh.
How old is LeBron James?
Oh, my God.
Hey, Siri.
Mm-hmm.
How old is LeBron James?
39.
LeBron James is 39 years old.
39 years old. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So I had to get some confirmation before we did the segment.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
You see what Anthony Davis said the other day? The
What?
league they don't like me. That's why I never win Defensive Player of the Year. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Well, he says he's the best defender in the league, and then Jamal Murray splashes in his face, and Anthony Davis is falling all over the gosh dang Denver Nugget bench. But I mean, no one can guard Jamal Murray, so no disrespect to AD, but yeah, Denver just has their number.
Yeah, and look, and AD's coat riding LeBron James. My GOAT.
Yeah, LeBron shouldn't have to be doing all that. That's on Anthony. The fact that LeBron has to do so much is an indictment of Anthony Davis. And Anthony Davis had a great first half, and then, he just allows himself to disappear in the third quarter. Like, demand the ball. You can't have 32 through 2-3 quarters and then not even take only one shot in the fourth. That's
defending
on you.
LeBron. I'm not defending LeBron for this one game.
I know.
But we're talking about his entire life. But I'm going to say this about Anthony Davis, too. Anthony Davis, he's a coattail riding asshole. He's also super lucky that he gets to play with LeBron, because Anthony Davis, they don't like me. Oh, if you didn't have LeBron, you'd really think they didn't like you, because LeBron's the one that has to answer all the hard-ass questions.
Right.
When the Lakers get beat, LeBron lost.
Right.
Anthony Davis gets to be Robin. He gets to be Scottie Pippen and sneak out the back door while LeBron's doing the press conferences. And so that's bullshit. Anthony Davis is so soft. He's been soft.
And he wasn't doing shit when he was with New Orleans Pelicans. That's why he got out of there. They were saying he was going to be Tim Duncan. And I'm like, no, he's not. He has to be Robin. He's not leading a bunch of guys to no title. Yeah.
Hell, Nikola Jokic's brother has had a better first start to this series. Punching folks in the crowd. You see that?
Dude. He's got to get his brothers under control.
Those guys are goons.
Yeah, man. He got to get them dudes under control.
Yeah, they're 6'11" Luka Doncic. Y'all come at me, bro. Come at me, bitches. I kill you. I kick your ass, y'all.
Yeah. But yeah, the NBA polls. What happened in these NBA polls? What happened?
I know. Yeah, my guy Wemby.
Oh shit! I should have known this was about Wemby.
Well, he's all over the thing. The NBA.
No, he is. What happened?
The player you would most like to start a franchise with. The vast majority of the NBA players say Victor Wembanyama. Who will be the face of the NBA within 5 years? The guy that got most of the votes, Victor Wembanyama.
Really?
Yeah, not even close.
Did you also see, since we're talking GOATs, the players voted, the players, not me, not you,
players. Correct.
said Michael Jordan.
Greatest of all time. They did. Yeah, they did.
I'm just saying.
They might be right. I just don't agree with any of them.
I think they also said Victor was like the best defensive player too. They voted him, even though he's a rookie. They voted him the best defensive player.
I also would like to bring your attention at one of the GOATs himself in there, Paul Pierce. Put some respect on his name, please.
Who voted for him?
Please. A smart man.
What player?
Paul Pierce.
What player, current NBA player, voted for Paul Pierce?
So Jose's a big Boston guy. He loves all things Boston. All right. So that's why he's got Red Sox shit in his back and behind his head and all that kind of thing. But you're right. So that just made the entire players voting.
Just shit on the list. Yeah.
It just ruined the credibility of the whole thing.
Yeah, they're done.
I loved Paul Pierce, by the way.
Whoa. Paul Pierce? What's the slander here? That list is great. I think the players are on point right now, except for Kobe being a little bit too high, but it's great.
Okay, sir. God almighty.
No, there'll be no Kobe slander if you, Jose. What the fuck is that, bro? No Kobe slander. I'm a Kobe groupie. I'm a Kobe slurper. Anywho, what you got going today, man?
Well, hang on, one more point. They also said, this is another thing that I call BS on the player. I'm just giving you shit of it because they did vote for Wemby, but they also said overwhelmingly the players, like 175 guys partook in the poll. To a man, most of them agree that the coach they would most like to play for is Pop, and that's still bullshit. They all say they want to play for Pop, but none of them actually would. No, they love Pop. They respect.
It was like
him.
Pop and Eric. It was Pop and Eric Spoelstra at the top.
Spoelstra, yeah.
It was both, but they were at both at the top. But
if half of them got, none of them, half those guys could have come and played for Pop over the years by now. They don't want to play. And it ain't about San Antonio. They don't want to do the things that are required in San Antonio with the Spurs. They want to have fun in Miami and New York and Chicago and L.A. They don't want to play for Pop. If Pop were the coach of the Knicks, they still wouldn't want to play for. If Pop, I don't know that Pop could run the program in New York the way he's been able to run it down here. But let's say that Tim had been a Knick and Pop had been the Knicks coach, and the Knicks were that super tight-knit, old-school, blue-collar, lunch pail, pound the rock organization. Half these guys still wouldn't. They wouldn't, even though it's New York, they still wouldn't go because Pop's too hard. And I don't think that half these kids that say they respect him, they didn't want to play for him. You ask me what I'm doing today?
No.
Well, I am. Well, so I'm probably going to go work on one of them. I got 3 jobs these days. I've got this one. I've got missions tonight, and I'm working with my buddy in his trucking company.
Yeah. Get that paper, dog. Get that paper.
Yeah, man. So I need that paper. I have not been able to see my kids since late December. I don't know if you know this or not, but week-long trips to Hawaii, they cost a lot of money.
That's just that's a hell of a trip.
Yeah, so I'm out here hustling, doing all these side jobs so I can save money to go see my babies. I'm hoping to see them in May.
Good.
At some point, late May. That's the goal anyway. Somebody will step up and sponsor my trip to Hawaii. I guarantee we'll do shows every day. I'll even take my gear. I'll take all my gear and I'll ship it to Hawaii to make sure that our setup looks as good as it does now. I'll do shows from Hawaii presented by whoever wants to present it. Just saying.
Rudy, I don't know if you've seen Hawaii Mike, but when he comes back from Hawaii, tanned. The man tans better than anyone I know. It's impressive.
Well, that's because he's half Hispanic and he's also Cherokee Indian. So yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So I do tan well, and I come back 5 pounds lighter too. That ocean, man, just knocks them damn pounds off me,
Yeah.
So no, I'm gonna go work with my buddy at the trucking company here in a little bit. We got some consulting to do for clients. Then I got missions tonight. I'm doing the missions game. Y'all come out, hang out with me at the missions tonight. In between innings, I'll be doing contests and bits and stuff. What are you doing? You're working all day.
I'm about to. Yeah, I'm full. I got a full day today. Full day. Last day of shooting, and be home. And we'll be live again tomorrow morning. By the way, so 10.
Yeah. You got that. You got that outro tune. You got that outro music, Jose. You got that outro.
Yeah, I've got it.
I'm
I've
fired
got
up.
that shit.
Said you got to get out at 10. It's 10. I got 10
See you
o'clock
guys.
on my phone. All right, homie. Love y'all hard. Rudy.
See y'all tomorrow live.
Honestly, getting up early. Oh, it could. Getting up early, doing double time. Love it. Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Yes,
That's
sir.
it. We're done. Thank everybody that watched, listened, subscribed to our YouTube channel for free. Thank you, everybody that participated in the chat. See you mañana. Love you hard.
This program was made possible by contributions from viewers and listeners like you. Thank you.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.